Back for another day of fun-filled adventure.
Morning, Jeff.
Morning, John.
Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. I can't believe you came back.
Again?
I said, I can't believe you came back.
Well, this part wasn't finished yet, so kind of obligated to see it through.
Nice. Look at that. We almost got all the forms ready. So I am going to take the tractor and I'm starting a big fire somewhere. I hadn't decided where yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be over in that corner. It's kind of away from everything, but where I've got the hose for water if needed. And just get rid of scraps and just crap of the extra little bits of wood we can't use and things, and just get that going. And the extra stumps and things that have been pulled up from over here, and kind of get that back going again. I just got to think about when it's done what's going to be. I mean, it's going to be soot. I don't know. I've had some up there on the hill too. So I'll just put it up on the hill. Whatever. Regardless, that's happening. John's finishing these up. We're going to do some ciphering and figuring and math today and come up with what all we got to do over here and what's happening. I'm going to get over here strapping. The other sides are all strapped, so anywhere that I've got common seams, I need to strap this side, make sure everything's plumb and level and all, and get that done. Got our stack of straps. Then I will be out of excuses. I will have to jump back onto the radius. Will be the final thing to finish on up. We're going to get to it. All right, well, the day has progressed decently. John is just about finished up. I got deliveries. So on this, all three pools will put together your layout of where all the returns are, lights and all that stuff, and then they'll do different elevation drawings so you kind of get an idea of where things are going, looking at the returns. I had these printed off and put in these heavy duty. Could have done double-sided, but whatever. So I did this. I like doing this for my stuff. I also did it for the massive, just like this high thick of stuff for the geothermal for the radiant heating. So just kind of lets you know what's happening, what's going on. And yeah, just thought I'd show you all that. So I got 2 copies of this. One will stay out here, and then one will be in the archive for where all the manuals and everything's going. Oh, there's my buddy. So Kev's here. So we needed some more parts from Concrete Supply, which is the Nadura distributor. Got a buddy of mine that does transport, and he said, man, I'll get it. So jumped up there and took care of me. He does a lot of stuff between states and everything, but he went ahead and rode down there this morning and got it. Looks like he's pulling up, so we'll see what it looks like. Hey, hey, hey! All right, so we're gonna see what he's got in there, what he's able to fit. We're gonna unload it right here where the old Polaris is and get where he can see me. If you can see the mirrors, he can see you. That's the rumor anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here because we're gonna use all this up immediately. This looks pretty slick.
I kind of like this thing too, man. 12,000 is quite a bit.
You fit a little bit in there.
It went way up there. That one slid all the way up.
Yeah, one tried to take you out.
It did.
All right, so yeah, these bundles, That would, you buy, get 3 there. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
Well, here's 9 right here. So,
Right.
And the one up top. That's all 10.
No, there's one up there. There's 11.
Oh, no, yeah, I got 11.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
For them all.
Yeah.
I think, you know, my head out.
You already thinking out there. Yeah, I like it. This will work.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell the viewers real quick what your how to contact you if they need something transported.
919-619-4006 Milliken Logistics LLC.
Love it.
And we do expedited freight wherever, all 50.
Has always taken care of me. So
Lower 48.
yeah. Well, you know, we'll go to Alaska. Might be a little.
It might take us a bit, but
Yeah, we'll make it.
We'll go.
Yeah.
Ice Road Truckers.
So if you need something transported, hit them up.
Yeah.
All right. Another day in the books.
Another day in the books.
John worked hard. I did something. I think. Yeah. So all the pool forms are together. We kind of played around with where this was going to stack up, and we have half of an idea on what we're going to do here. I'm going to do a little bit more measuring tonight and verify some things, but anyway, I'm not going to go and bore you with the details right now. And I've got the fast foot sewn corners and the fab form fast footer here. So you'll see that in action. I didn't get to show it as well as I wanted to when we did the lower pool, but up here, it's lots more room. You'll be able to see stuff. So what are we going to stack over here, John?
Tomorrow morning, the common wall between the upper pool and the lower pool, got to nail that.
Yeah.
That'll give us our last chance to make sure that the corners will work right.
Yep.
Which will be able to get to the back wall ultimately. Simultaneously, making sure that we've got perfect grade. We can also start on the corner there
Yeah.
of what's the pump room and stairs.
Because we decided to build the pump room out of ICF as well.
Correct.
Makes sense, right?
That'll certainly in the wintertime help to keep all the pump equipment and pipes from freezing and stuff like that.
We like that.
And we got some work up yonder.
Made a little bit of change there.
Yeah, a little thicker for better structural strength right there.
Yeah, so we went a little thick with the space between the big doors. We lost a foot on each side, but feel like we gained a lot of strength, so we're happy about that. Perfect world, we wouldn't need it, but we do, and it is what it is. So that is actually going to carry up onto the second floor, and there'll be 2 sets of French doors on that side and 2 sets of French doors on that side. So I've also got to confirm that up there as well with our door sizes before we order everything. Still haven't ordered windows and doors, so when I'm complaining this winter that I'm cold working in the house, whose fault is it? John's fault. And James's fault. Everything's James's fault. It's actually all my fault, but y'all already know that. I mean,
Poor James wasn't even here.
poor James wasn't even here, and it's whatever he did, it was wrong.
Why.
Yeah.
It's always the guy that's not
Oh,
here.
there go the ducks. See the wild ducks?
Jeff,
Morning, John.
good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. All right. Well, after much ciphering and figuring, this is what we come up with, except it'll be on the other side. But if we put it on the other side right now, it'd just fall down, and that would not be good. So we have cut forms down to 12 inches tall. Okay. These will sit on this side. They will be glued down with the expansion foam. Let me make sure I get that right so the world doesn't end. With the expansion foam. And then there's some bracing and plywood and stuff you'll see on the other side later. That'll explain that more. But the reason for that is, why is the reason for that?
We need to have a, you talking about the space, sir?
Yeah, why do we have that spacer there?
We gotta have a little space and edge here so that the rock facing
Yeah, when we
outside
space
of
it back.
the pool has a place to rest.
Yep.
Yep.
A little ledge. And why are we doing this 12-inch form here? This is where we find out if I've explained it well enough for John to know here, then maybe y'all get it there. We'll see.
Grade is quintessentially important. There's nothing more important than grade.
Yeah.
And this 12 inches is going to help us get exactly what we need so that the concrete floor all the way up to the patio right over there is exactly on grade.
Where it needs to be.
And
Right.
if we don't start here with this, it won't work out right.
Because if we were just building this pool, if this pool did not exist, this might be the best way to explain this. If we were just building this pool right here, and that one didn't exist, and we were just on a big open ground here, we would put those fast feet on the bottom of every form,
Right.
and we would space it up 12 inches so that the foam and the concrete could be monopoured.
Exactly.
But since we do have this pool here, we have to do something to keep that 12 inches of concrete from just pouring into our new pool. So we've elected to do this route, and then we could have just done plywood, which we're still going to put. We're going to have plywood forms on the back, keep our foam to keep our thermal break, and yeah. So y'all get to see how that works out. It's exciting, right? It's exciting is the word we got.
Higher than the house.
Yeah, if the pool's higher than the house, we could do that. There's people that do it, but then we would have to do this drain system around the top. It would look cool because I could just pump water out everywhere, so the whole pool would be negative edge.
You have a moat. Let's not go there.
We're gonna forget John said that. All right, so I'm gonna set this on time lapse because this is actually my time lapse camera.
Call Chris, tell him you want a moat.
Yep, tell Chris we need a moat, and yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. John continues to arrive every day. Not sure where he's going with that.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
Oh, hey, John.
It's almost lunchtime.
Yeah. For those that think I don't work, we've been out here every day from what, like 7 to 4, something like that. I know there's plenty that have longer days than that, but that's been enough for me. Anyway, so this is coming together. I want to start putting some feet on which I can do some too. I'm gonna do some on just these regular ones. So give you an idea of what we did. Went over a little earlier, but in case it didn't come out great. Cut down a 12-inch filler piece there, set it back. These come up, they'll be on feet like you saw in the lower pool. Boom, 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 all the way down, across, down, across. And then we will go around, get it fairly level, but then we'll do one more course on top, lock it in tight, really leveled out, put the real foam block under it, all that kind of stuff. And then, let's see, we're going up 3 courses, not counting the little 12 filler we needed there. So 2 more up on top of this. And yeah, so we're gonna roll through that. We got some more help coming tomorrow. So our current plan is to have this stacked out and put together tomorrow, which would mean that we stacked it in 2 days, right, John? And this still isn't simple.
1.5 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not super simple. Plus, I mean, of course, the time putting the forms together, but just because we had this to deal with and that kind of thing. But, and then we've got to decide how we want to build the equipment room. We've got a few ideas, so we'll zero in on that. The guys are here. Donnie's out there weed eating. Oh, so is James. Tater. James is on the tractor with the finish mower. We're trying to keep these fields cut to the 6-inch, and then depending on time today, he may hit that again, because that was super deep last time. And that's it. I mean, we just keep on rolling through it. That's all we can do, right? Any regrets yet?
No regrets.
That's right.
Some people pay money to learn this.
Yeah, see? Some people pay money. That sounds just like, I think I saw that quote in Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn.
That's right. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. Think of all the experience you would get, John, if you just held this paintbrush. Just help me out.
Yeah, just look.
Take a stroke. Take a
You know what the best part of all this is? John's coming down to get experience to build a really cool ICF project that I hope I get to actually go help with. And he's like, what can I work on? I'm like, the pool. But we'll talk more about that project later before he heads out. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting. Let's dig. Is it clear as mud? Is it clear as mud?
Yeah. It takes a little bit of fill inside this garage.
Too bad you couldn't have brought some of that crushed concrete.
I got something better.
Man, you got a lot of dirt to move.
We can put, I mean, that's why we saved all this dirt. Hopefully we got enough.
Don't even talk like that. We will cut trees down and dig up forest before we buy dirt.
Oh yeah, we got places to get there.
Okay, all right. Hey look, let me walk through all this grass that I've got for free where I don't need it.
Puts the lotion on its skin.
Help!
I got them.
Help!
We're gonna pull them ladders out and that's it. What are you gonna do then?
Jail cell down here.
You're just stuck.
Jeff, why do you need to hold this thing?
That's the dungeon.
The dungeon.
You haven't noticed?
I said you should just give up on it and just put a lid over it. That'd be the safe room, panic room.
Give up.
Give up. I mean, why would you give up at this point?
Did we give up?
I know. So much groundwater is going to come in here. It's just going to pour all through.
Just pour and just flow through.
And this is just going to bob up like a cork.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll come back and check on you later.
All right, bring some dinner. It'd be nice.
All right, another beautiful morning. Pond's still clearing up, so that's great. Yeah, the pond is clearing up. Speaking of water, do you know what happens when you get water on a John? They multiply into another John.
Lights. You know, there's some things I forgot to tell you guys. Keep them away from water.
Morning, Jeff.
Morning, John.
It's good to see you this morning.
Morning, John.
May I introduce John?
John, too, so you're no longer low man, so you now have some seniority.
Not much. Not much.
All right, so we're gonna do some work and continue with this. And our plan is to get the upper pool stacked today and finished, which would be fantastic. So Kevin, that you should have seen by now in the video, made 2 trips for me. And we got all that stuff, so that's great. Hit him up if you need something transported. I'm gonna take this opportunity to do some filming. So see, unlike what we did with the lower pool, we're making our own corners. That's how you adjust that foot. I just love how I don't want to come out. Need to put a little bit of grease on the end of it, I think.
The rest of it's waste anyway. Use it in the wall.
It's gonna dry.
Ta-da.
We got one more on stack over there.
Show you that adjustment again. That gets clipped in up there. And then they'll modify this to fit in there with it. And then they'll lay the fast foot under it and run this whole line in like, probably 15 minutes. And then we'll have the other wall up. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do that corner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stack the last row up here. So we'll be able to see what the waterfall is gonna look like.
This angle by bringing this foot up.
Are you repossessing my Yamar?
Yeah, you quit making payments on it about 4 weeks ago, and in my eyes, that's about 3 weeks too long. So we've got to come commandeer it.
Man.
It's unfortunate, but you know, things like this happen. Things like this do happen to good people. The good thing is you'll lose all your credit in it. We'll start over, so it's a win-win for the owner.
I'm all about win-wins.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Win-win for me, bad for you.
Right, Robert?
See, I was gonna let all the dust go out of the cab, but he shut my door.
Well, you're just going right down the street, right?
Well, it's probably gonna get more dust in it driving down your dusty driveway.
Probably. Open it up then.
Yeah, you can ride up there and meet me and open the door for me.
Yeah, I got you.
I wanna get out of my,
Air conditioned cab.
yeah, I think 3 will be enough.
My air conditioning doesn't work.
Well, I'm currently probably paying $1,000 for somebody to fix the air conditioning in mine, so it's gonna be dandy whenever it's done.
We're going to talk to John 2, says his pool's going to take 2 days.
2 days. 2 days.
2 days. What do you think, John 1?
2 days.
Oh, and look who showed up. Now I'm going to get plenty done, a.k.a. my doppelganger's going to get it all done, and I'm going to say it was me.
Now that Josh
You'll
is
never be able to tell the difference.
Now that Josh is here, it is 2 days.
Yeah, see?
He's stronger, he's smarter, he's fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh, 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 fresh. Exciting. All right, it's the end of the day. John 2 says he put in a day and he's got to go. John 1 is going to put one more day in. he put in more, but I've told him that we're taking Sunday off. So he's reluctantly going back to the swamp.
The Fuzzy Palace.
Yeah. And so what do you think? How was it?
It's good. It was good to get out here and see the stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely makes it less intimidating when you get your hands on it.
Yeah. Get some time with it. I've got to put the transit on it too, and make sure that all our calculations, that wall didn't come up too high, because it can't be higher than the floor in the basement. That'd probably not be good. Whatever. As long as we got a good drain, we're all right.
Times and places are all in who you share them with, and it's life, and the point is enjoying who you share it with.